that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Right, guys, so let's get into it. Today we have a story for you about Daniel Gates and Yohan Geronimo from the Dominican Republic. And we have an update about this couple. What is going on with these two? Are these two still together? Now, if you guys watched the past season of 90 Day Fiancé that just ended before the current season, you saw on the tell-all that Yohan said basically in very explicit words that he was done with Danielle. He basically told her, that's it, we're finished. And then Sean Robinson kept asking Danielle, like, oh, is there anything you can do? And so on and so forth. But Yohan was very, very clear that he was basically done. Now, that was the tell-all. Daniel did make it seem like there was a chance that they could still make it work. But recent news, and especially Daniel's recent stories, kind of put a dent in that story. It looks like it might be over for good. Let's take a look at the story here. So first off, let's take a look at what Danielle has been posting on social media. So just a couple of days ago, Danielle wrote about embracing partner's authentic self amid issues with Yohan. So let's take a look at what this says, and then we're going to go and check out some more social media, and you guys are going to see she kind of lays it all out there, which makes it seem like they're pretty much done. Danielle Gates shared a post about acceptance and unconditional love after showing her problematic relationship on 90 Day Fiancé the other way. Yohan Geronimo and Danielle first met in the DR and got married after knowing each other for a while. Unfortunately, the couple's marriage is now on the rocks because they failed to understand each other's perspectives. While Danielle believes in being friends with her exes, Yohan doesn't want his wife to hang out with her former romantic partners anymore. During the Other Way season tell-all, Yohan showed his reluctance to work on his marital issues with Danielle and declare his split from her, because of course he was not happy that she was still talking to her ex. He found that very weird. Despite the heated argument, Danielle hopes her marriage will work out in the end. In the meantime, she has posted her views about what makes marriage successful. She shared a message on Instagram that read, for a long-term relationship to thrive, acceptance and unconditional love are paramount. 90 Day Fiancé's Danielle Gates feels that embracing your partner's authentic self means acknowledging their strengths, flaws, quirks, and imperfections. However, she says all of that, but did she really live by her word on 90 Day Fiancé? Because it seems like she went to the DR and she was nitpicking at everything, always blaming him for everything, and then telling him he didn't know how to run his business, acting outraged when she saw the meat hanging out, and just overall just didn't really seem like she was very understanding or accepting. That's just the way that it seemed. Perhaps that was the edit, but Danielle really plays a different tune here on social media. She thinks love is about accepting the total person rather than just loving some of their specific traits. The message concluded, true intimacy and connection flourish when both partners feel accepted and cherished. Danielle's message appears to be a dig at Yohan, who doesn't accept how she lives her life. The New York native probably wants her husband to love her unconditionally, even though he despises some of her negative traits. Yohan also has become distant from Danielle because she had lied to him about their move to the U.S. While the DR native aspires to move out of his home country and live the American dream, Danielle hasn't even applied for a spousal visa yet, further creating distrust in their marriage. So, that would be a big problem, right? If she's not really, going along with the process of getting his visa, Yohan doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's just going to stick around, right? He seems like he wants to get this train moving, and he wants to get it moving fast. That's the way that I see it. While the American 90 Day Fiancé star looks for unconditional love, she also fails to do the same for Yohan. She should understand that marriage is a two-way street, and, Yohan wants Danielle to be more understanding of his feelings and not be friends with her exes, but she doesn't want to change her lifestyle even though it hurts her husband. So that was a couple of days ago. Danielle kind of putting on this positive face. Now, Danielle and Yohan are coming back on the show. And so I'm not exactly sure what is true and what's a lie here. I'm just about to play this video for you guys. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it, but I'll let you know what is being said here. But you're getting mixed feelings here, mixed posts, mixed messages. Let's check it out. Let's start with this one right here. So in this little clip here from 90 Day Chisme on Instagram, basically you can hear Danielle here say that he has cheated on me. And I guess she was doing a live and she was answering questions. And she says, yes, indeed, he has cheated on me. And then she says, somebody asked if he put his hands on her. Yeah, it was once. And I kind of moved on. So, yes, he is cheating on me. And he has, but... Okay, so actually she says, yes, he is cheating on me. So I thought I heard he cheated on me, but she's actually saying, yes, he is cheating on me. And then she says that he put his hands on me, but it was once and I've moved on. So this is a pretty big allegation. I don't think I've heard that before. This is the first time that I hear about that. So she's accusing Yohan here of abuse. And so that's pretty shocking to me. Now they are coming back on the show. And so we're going to see more of their drama. I don't think we're going to see any of the stuff she's talking about here, especially the abuse, but we're going to see more of their crazy drama. You can also see some of the comments here that, you know, somebody says she really thinks her fake woke talk will hide the fact that she's the actual problem. So she doesn't have a ton of fans. Her son says that he is watching the show. His mom has a history of dating men of this culture. I'm going to go with a version of the son. She isn't a victim. He needed to cheat on her, and I'm not surprised he put his hands on her. You want to be the man in the relationship and then take those hands like a man. Remember when there was likable couples on 90 Day Fiancé? Another person says, I'm not a fan of either of them. Her tattoos are really awful. Somebody else says. So you can see here mixed reactions for Danielle. She's not necessarily a 90 Day Fiancé hero. Some people are on her side. Some others just don't believe her and just don't like her. Now, okay, okay, you guys got to hear this.
You ain't gonna point at me, right? No. Because it's all about Bill.
I just drink beverages that serve me.
All right, Danielle, tell these people what's true.
I'm just telling you, don't fuck any Dominicans, don't give them any money. That's really my rule. It's like, don't give them money. Dominicans want money, like, no.
You ain't gonna point at me, right?
No.
Because it's all about Bill.
I just drink beverages that...
All right, so I'm having an issue with the desktop audio. You guys can't hear it, but I put the microphone to the speaker so you guys could hear what she says. So she says, don't F any Dominican guy and don't give them your money. So, and you see here, he says Dominicans should also tell her to stay the F away from their country. So she's kind of painting, you know, all Dominicans with the same brush here. I guess because of the Yohan situation. Now, this guy that she's with here, I don't know that I've seen this guy before. I don't know who this guy is. She's very cozy with this guy. They're hanging out. It looks like a pool bar. I don't know if this is in the Dominican. Perhaps it's in Miami. I can't exactly tell here. I'm not exactly sure, but you can see she's drinking, being very cozy with this guy, and just, you know, just stating what she has to state. So she's getting kind of slammed here in the comments. She's on a fancy little retreat. Where did she get the funds for that? Because, of course, Danielle did file for bankruptcy, so people are now going to forget that. I'm not Dominican, but the comment was out of place. And besides that, what money? She's bankrupt. Someone should warn others to stay the heck away from her because she's broke. So, yeah, you can see here what's going on. Danielle, I don't know what's going on with her, but she is laying all of this out there, right? And this is the last of the slides that I wanted to touch on today. Another trashy white woman looking for, you know, what in a foreign country and is mad when he doesn't want your fake but high body count. Now, so hey all, this is Yohan from Villa Hermosa. He's currently recruiting. Oh yeah, this is Danielle. This is actually the main slide that I wanted to show you guys. He's currently recruiting women from Europe, Argentina, and Canada to send him money for businesses in quotation marks. So please be careful. I'm happy to have private conversation with anyone who thinks they may be dating him. I was about to post, this is the guy from 90 Days, but you're also the girl from 90 Days. I was wondering what happened. Guess it didn't work out. I mean, it's a story for television, but in general, I would say be careful. But he told you that you were finished. He has not hid anything. Why is your broken up? Should you sabotage his attempts to move on? So this person here doesn't buy Danielle's version of the facts here, and basically is saying that yes, he broke up with you. So why are you trying to tell other girls to stay away from him? Let's move on to the next slide. So please don't believe television. My castmates all know the drill and they all love me. We go live often. Trust me, this has nothing to do with sabotage. I'm really trying to protect women who have been scammed, and I'm leaving this here because every day I learn more of them, and it's been happening for years. There's a reason he's a ghost. I don't ever want to say I told you so, so I'll leave this here so you were warned. I intentionally didn't put it in a 90-day page because it has nothing to do with 90-day. I know all the plant medicine people on the island. There aren't many, and it's kept quiet. Feel free to PM me on IG. I promise you, I don't speak without evidence. I'm not here to slander people, and I'm friends with literally all of my exes. No one has a bad word to say about me. It's not about 90 Day. I am on a new season and can't share specifics, but he's using his fame to rope people in, and they think he's cute and famous and abused by his tyrannical wife. It's a dangerous narrative for women, not me. All the drama earns us both an income, but like I said, this is real life, and these are real women. We didn't start our relationship on a show. Whoa, that is a lot of drama, guys, for Danielle Gates. So there's a lot to unpack right here. I don't know what is going to happen with these two when they come back on the show. Like I said, reading all of this, it sounds like they're finished. It's all completely done. This is a train wreck, I would say. And now Danielle is trying to basically, go and try to warn people about Yohan. Now, Yohan does seem to me like the type that would want to find other women. No different from, let's say, Usman Umar, right? Trying to find a woman from America so he can go and get his green card. Yohan, to me, seems like he would be the type, but that's not excusing Danielle's behavior as well, because she comes off like she's pretty toxic to me too. So perhaps this is the reason why these two are just not compatible and they're clashing heads. Perhaps it's because they're kind of both toxic in their own ways, and perhaps kind of using each other in their own ways. Of course, Danielle being older, using a younger guy from the Dominican Republic, and kind of hanging this green card dream over his head, because she kind of did lead him on a little bit. At least that's what it seems like, telling him that, she would get everything ready for his papers and try to get him to come to the U.S., when in fact she really hadn't done much of that. And of course, Yohan wasn't too pleased. And obviously, it kind of shows his intentions that he might not necessarily be in love or perhaps ever was in love with Danielle, but perhaps it was all about that green card. So, Danielle here trying to warn other women not to fall for the trap. So a lot to unpack, guys. It's going to be crazy when they come back on the show. I think the season starts in July with these two. So it's going to be absolutely insane. What do you guys make of all of this, guys? Whose side are you on? Are you on any side? Do you believe Danielle? Do you think that Danielle is kind of the victim here, or do you think that Yohan is the victim? Me personally, I'm not sure that I see any of them as the victim. Like I said, I think they're both grown-ups, even though there is an age difference, about 14 or so years between the two of them, maybe 12. But I think they're both grown-ups, and I think they both know exactly what they're doing in their own respective ways. And as Danielle admitted in that screenshot that we just read to you guys, they're both on the show because they want to make money on the show. It's kind of crazy to me that she would admit to that. Basically, they both earn an income from that. So it kind of puts into question the whole validity of the relationship in the first place. in a sense, were they just kind of doing a lot of this for show? Were, you know, the meat with the flies scenes, was that all kind of fake? You know, that he put the meat there, you know, hours before or minutes before, just so that it would, you know, get some flies, just so that they could have a little bit of drama, and then he'll pretend like she was shocked to see it, right? It kind of begs the question. So you guys let me know what you think, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. Please hit that subscribe button right there for more content right here on Daily Soap Dish, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.